Hello, friends. How are you doing today? Really, how are you? I know I have been doing these so sporadically, and this is going to be my second to last of the year. It is October. This year kind of flew by, and I'm doing my best here. This is more for my accountability anyway. I have no idea if anybody even watches these, and that's fine. Let's just jump right in. I'm gonna get to my empties first, and then we'll move on to my stack of shame over there, my purchases. But let's just get right down to it. First off here, I have the Milk Makeup Cloud Glow Primer. I hated this. I hated it so much. If you can tell, there's a little bit still in the bottom there, but the pump doesn't go all the way to the bottom, and it's kind of redundant to use it by itself because it's supposed to be a foam, so you kind of need the pump to make the foam, and then it just, see if I can open it, it would always stick. It would always do this, and then you'd have to like play with it to get it back up and stick, and you can tell nothing's coming out. I hated this. The packaging was such a pain that the product was okay, but I hated the packaging so much that I would never get that again. Moving on, I've got the BH Cosmetics Liquid Foundation in the shade Rosy Beige. I really like this. It was nice. It was a natural finish. It was about a medium coverage. I really enjoyed wearing this. I feel like it was actually like the perfect shade for me. I'm very pale again, as you can tell. Summer has left me. Any pigment that I had acquired during those months is gone, and I am almost translucent again. So this would be too dark for me now, but I really, really liked that foundation. I don't think it's available anymore. Then I do have the Lancome UV Expert Aqua Gel Defense SPF 50. I use this as a primer pretty much every day in the summer. There's a hair flying. Pretty much every day in the summer because it had the SPF 50. So this was gone pretty quickly. I did really like it. I feel like it blended in really beautifully. It melded with my makeup in a really nice way so that there was no pilling or grabbing or weirdness. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Now I actually got a lot of complexion products out of the way. Interesting. So yeah, this was like the SPF was like a primer, so that's how I used it, which was kind of nice. This is the Rose Ink Concealer. Did they have like a special name for this? I don't remember. This is in the shade LX030. I didn't mind this. It got a little weird at the end where it just wasn't applying quite the same way, but I did have it for a couple of years, so maybe it was just getting to an expiry date that came much sooner than most of the other things in my collection, but whatever, it's done. The wand was like nice and big, which I kind of did like. I don't know, I don't think they make it anymore anyway, but I didn't mind it. I think I would actually get it again if it was available, but I don't think it is, so we're just gonna move on to the 42 other ones in my collection. That's an exaggeration. I think there's only like 10. As always, there is a lip balm. I actually didn't go through as many lip balms as usual because I've been focusing on like actual lip products, lipsticks, lip glosses. But I did obviously still go through one. This is the Melaleuca Sunshades and the Mountain Mint. I pretty much always go through one of these because my mom always picks them up for me. They're fine. They're okay. They have SPF in them. That's all I got. As always, one of my Stila lip glazes. This is in the shade Glow. I'm so glad I've gotten a bunch of these out of my collection this year. They're so old, but they're fine. And you know what? They're really great to have in my desk at work, so that's how I've been flying through these. These are so old. They're, I think, 12 years old, so they're no longer available, and it's just, I'm really trying to get rid of them all. Ooh, this is a Guerlain lipstick, which I'm actually really going to miss. This is the Kiss Kiss lipstick in 302 or Romantic Kiss. It's gone. I don't dig out lipsticks just due to the fact that then you have it all over your hands and I don't have like scoops when I'm at work. These are just my desk products. But very, very pretty. Just like a nice, soft, neutral color, easy to wear. I really, really liked this. I am sad it's gone, but I'm also glad it's gone because it's 12 years old. The AOA Wonder Liner. This is from Shop Miss A. This is one of my favorite liquid liners. It is a brush tip, not a felt tip. It just got to the end where I was having to dip it in like 4 times per eye, and then it would start dragging, and then it was just a pain to use, so I knew it was time for it to go. But what can you say? When they're $1 and they still last you like 3 or 4 months, not mad about it. Would get this again. This is the Rimmel Wonder Volume Thrill Seeker Mascara. I didn't love this. When I opened it, it felt dry, and then it just continued to always feel dry. Sometimes, like, when you open it, you kind of have to get a little bit of, like, the zhuzhing of the wand in there, and then it kind of reactivates the formula. That never happened with this. It was just dry on dry on dry. I think it only lasted me 2 months before I finally gave up. I just didn't enjoy the way it felt. It never felt like it was really coating my lashes. I enjoyed it more for, like, my bottom lashes because at least I felt like I was getting enough product. But it's done. Whatever. And then last year I finished an eye primer. Now, if you've ever finished an eye primer, these take like a year of dedication. This is the SheGlam Ready Set Primer. This is the peach one. There's like a clear one, but this is the peach. I totally pushed everything out of this tube. It is completely donezo. And I liked it. I do feel like it did keep my shadows on a little bit longer than otherwise. So I probably would actually get this again, surprisingly. Even though I don't mind some of the SheGlam products. Don't come at me. I'm sorry. I know. But some of them are okay. And I did actually like that product. And that is it. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 products. From what I counted on my list, I am at, I think, 46 products. So I only need to do 4 more. However, I'm kind of down to like 2.5 months here. I know 4 doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm not really that close on anything. So I'm hoping, I'm praying, but I also don't know what I'm going to do for 2026. I don't think I'm going to have that same goal because I was so focused on particular products that I felt were like this close that I neglected a lot. And I don't want to do that next year. So I think next year's just going to be about use and just seeing what I get through organically without really focusing. Okay, we are going to move on to the pile of shame that is beside me. Work was hell. I love my job, don't get me wrong, I do. But there was a lot going on. There was a couple projects that came to an end that just, while they were ending, was a chaos, pure chaos. So I got stressed, and when I get stressed, I'm a stress shopper. That's who I am. I'm trying to be better about it. I really am. But yeah, I didn't do so well this time around. But let me grab them. We'll go through them. Okay, this is all in no particular order. I'm just kind of gonna grab and go. I only have one thing that I got as PR. I did do a Sephora order, and I think I did an About Face order, and that's it. So I did only technically, oh no, there's some winners in there. I did go to winners once. So there's 4 purchases, and I'm just gonna kind of grab and see where things came from. This is the Fashion Fair Skin Priming Serum. This is from a Sephora order. I haven't really got to play with it yet. I just got it in, I think, last week. And I've been really focusing on using some other primers. So at least, my primer inventory, I don't think is really higher than it was at the beginning of the year because I've been using a lot up. Didn't really mean I needed to buy any. Really didn't. But I'm excited to try and use this. I've never used this brand before, and I love trying new brands, so it's going to be one of those. Then I have the Freck Beauty Rich Bitch Protect and Prime Serum. I don't know why they called it that. That's, yeah, whatever. This is also from Sephora. The only things I have from Freck Beauty are a lipstick and a lip liner, so I was just curious to try their facial, what am I saying? Their base makeup. I don't know. I'm tired. It is what it is. Also from Sephora. Then I have I put that on backwards. The Give Beauty. This is the Spark the Fire Plumping Lip Balm in the shade LOL. I have tried this a couple times. I just kind of have put it on before I've been applying makeup, and it burns. When it says plumping, it is a burning plumping. I don't know if I love that, but I also don't know if it really has any balm benefits that I've noticed, so I don't know about this. We're gonna keep trying, I guess, and just, burn the skin off my lips. It's fine. Alright, also from Sephora, this is the Laura Geller Baked Balance and Glow. Oh, no, wait, this is from Amazon. This was a random Amazon purchase. In porcelain. I just really liked the marbling, and I have actually been using it under my eyes quite a bit, and I've been really liking that. About Face. So this is from that haul. This is the holographic eye paint in the shade Total Eclipse. I'm wearing it on my eyes today. I really, really enjoy these. They're fun. This one's like a gold, red, green shift, and I thought it kind of went. I don't think gold works for me, but I do like this. I just don't think this works with the complexion and the hair. But the eye paint is fun. So there's that. All right, from Sephora, this is the Rare Beauty Powder Blush in Hope. We've all seen these. This is my second one. I think I have... Nope, I don't remember. Joy, maybe. I might have Joy. I don't know. I have another one of these, and I do really like it, so I wanted to pick up another one that I didn't need, really. Speaking of things I absolutely did not need, this is the Gucci foundation Eternity de Beauty. I'm not pretending I can pronounce the accents in a way that sounds right and doesn't butcher the French language. So this is in the shade Fair 160N. I do like this, but two things. One, it is incredibly like full coverage. Full coverage. You need just the smallest bit and you're going to get your whole face. Like, wow. It's also incredibly matte. So I think for oily skin, this would be amazing. Also, if you want that like heavy duty full coverage, really, really nice. What it kind of reminds me of actually is the Kat Von D, the Lock-It foundation, which I also do have, but less heavy feeling on the skin because it is like a luxury brand and you can feel that in the foundation that it doesn't feel like you're wearing a full coverage heavy duty foundation, but it is. I have super dry skin, so I'm not even going to be able to wear this in the winter because I get real dry. But in the summer, as that was kind of coming to a close, I did really enjoy using it. But again, I kind of would mix it with like a tinted moisturizer so that it wasn't so heavy duty. But interesting. I was happy to be able to try it, for sure. This was from Winners. This is the Creme Shop and Hello Kitty Makeup Perfecting Mist. I have no idea why I bought this, but oh my gosh, it smells so good. I do really like it. Oh, there's something nostalgic about it. It's like a spray that I had when I was young, and I can't place what it is, but there's a nostalgic feeling I get when I smell this, and so I do really like it. I don't know if it actually does anything, but it's fun. Back to my About Face haul. This is the Performer Foundation in the shade L1 Cool. You know, I got this haul probably 2.5 months ago. I haven't tried this. I have not actually played with this one yet, so I am so sorry. I will get there. I do have a foundation behind the screen here that I've been focusing on. Again, I feel like there's this much left, so this is what I mean by neglecting my other products. I do really want to try this, but I'm so focused on that one foundation that I haven't. These have been in here for so long that they're getting dusty. Like, that's how little I've been doing these videos. This is the About Face, the Curtain Call loose powder. I'm not going to open it because it will end up everywhere, but I have actually used this. Yay! Getting use. Under the eyes, and I do really like it. I find that it doesn't sink into fine lines. It feels really nice and light, but it also does set things really nicely. Oh, the Veil? Whatever. It's in the shade Veil, which is basically just translucent or really pasty. Do really like that. And I think I don't really have a lot of loose powders, so it's kind of nice to have one in my collection. Okay, these I bought due to the fact that I do go through so many lip balms, and I know that I've gone through a lot this year. These are Dr. Pawpaw lip balms. This is just a little 4-pack, so I think it was like mango, watermelon. What were you? I don't even think they say on them. I don't know, that doesn't really smell like anything. Something. Oh, this was the original, I think. So it was mango, watermelon, coconut, and this was just original. That's why it doesn't smell like anything. So they've been really nice. I do put them on before I get ready as well, and I've been enjoying them. I don't know. I just need lip balm. I always need lip balm, and winter is coming, and it's just going to get worse. This is the other About Face holographic eye paint that I got. This is in the shade Rebirth. I have actually worn this a few times. I love these. They don't crease. The hollow in them is beautiful. Like, this one's a purple, green, blue shift. So they're just a lot of fun, and I like playing with them. My word, this is never ending. Okay, this is an About Face lip product. I think this is a balm. What are you? Lip Color Butter. Yeah, it's kind of a balm. In Peach Punisher, I have not played with this yet. Yeah, it's brand spanking new. Again, I've had these for a couple months, so I feel bad. It's one of the clickers. Yeah, it's just like a pretty neutral. Oh, it smells nice. I like that. Okay, but I am gonna actually have to like put it on my face someday. That's why I have these things, right? right? Sure. Then from Sephora, I got the Rare Beauty tinted lip oil in the shade Hope, which matches my blush. I don't know, I just thought they were really pretty neutral pinks. I haven't tried this yet either, but I've heard really good things about these, so I wanted to try them. I just haven't yet. From About Face, this is the lip gloss in the shade Please Obey. I have actually worn this a couple times. Yes, this has gone on my lips. I love the smell, it's minty, but it doesn't like burn minty, which is nice. I don't know, thought it was a really pretty shade. No excuses. I really don't have excuses. I'm just trying to make them up. From Winners, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Peachy Nude. These used to be super popular. We all know that. I did have a couple at one point. I don't know what happened to them. I know I'm sure I had some. I think maybe like I had given them to family or something way back when. And this is probably, I don't know. I don't even know if they like really make these anymore. That's a good question. But I just got it at Winners, so here's hoping it's a-okay. Usually their stuff like isn't expired, so oh well, we'll see. I love these. I love how they feel. They're just nice and soft and silky, and it is what it is. Oh my god, I forgot about this. This is a Wet n Wild kohl eyeliner in the shade Simma Brown Now. This was in a package. It was fully packaged, and one time we were going to the grocery store to pick up, I don't know, buns or something, and I was half cut, I'll be honest. It was like a Saturday afternoon. We had been day drinking, and this was just on the ground outside the grocery store in the package, like untouched. It had clearly just fallen out of somebody's bag. Dry ground, and since no one was around, I just took it. Everyone was gone. They obviously didn't realize that it was gone. I probably should have taken it back inside to like the whatever help desk or something and just left it there if they had come back. But I was not clearly in my right mind at the time. So it came home with me, and then I forgot about it for like 6 months. And I couldn't find it, and it ended up in like a weird place in the kitchen, and I finally found it again, so it came down here. I still haven't used it. I just opened it. Yeah, that's the story of how this came into my life. Next, this is from Winners. This is the Alley Oop Game Face Second Skin Concealer. I had never heard of this brand, so I was curious. I just love trying new brands. I love new hidden gems. I think they're fun. This is like a little bit dark for me in regards to a under eye concealer, but it works perfectly, and I don't actually have one for spot concealing. I don't know how I don't have one, but I don't. So it's way better for like if I get spots, it works for that. And then it actually has a little sponge at the top. I will never use that, but I think it's fun. It's just cute. This was a point perk, I believe, from Sephora, the Kosas Soul Gazer Mascara. I have not even looked at it yet. Ooh. I don't like that sound. Oh, it was just the plastic bristles coming out, and just it was like nails on a chalkboard. So plastic bristles and an hourglass shape. We will close that and never reopen it again until I'm ready to use it. This was the one PR thing I got. This is the Morphe Sudden Heat Creamy Bronzer Stick in the shade Ignite. I think I've used it once. It kind of just blends out to nothing, so I kind of have to figure out how to use it a little bit better because I didn't love it the first time around, but we'll see. Okay, we're almost at the finish line, I promise. This is the Ole Henriksen I Heart Ole Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. Just, you know, a lot of P's in there, a lot of alliteration. Strawberry Sorbet Glimmer. This was also at Winners. It is one of the shiny ones, which is probably why it's at Winners. But I have used it a couple times, and I really, really like this formula. I had not tried it yet, and I was kind of curious, but like also don't really need things. So I was like, do I? Don't I? Do I? But because it was at Winners, I pulled the trigger and really, really like this. Another point perk. This is the Bad Gal Bang mascara. Everybody and their mother has used this at some point. Again, it is plastic, but it is like a conical shape. And I haven't used it in a few years, so I'm kind of excited to try it again. And then last, we're at the end here. This was the birthday gift. I think they moved from like, there was a Rare Beauty one at the beginning of the year, and now it is Haus Labs. You get a highlight and a lip gloss. Yep. So this is the highlight. It is in the shade Rose Quartz. I have not played with these yet. I just got these in pretty recently. Like, I haven't even got to my birthday yet, so that's how new these are. And this is the Lip Glaze in Guava. It's like a Dairy Queen blizzard with the curl. Doesn't really smell like anything. Yeah, I haven't played with these yet, so I'll get there. But those are pretty new. This is all stuff from like the last 2.5 to 3 months. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot here, but it's not like I bought this all or this all came into my life in the last like 2 weeks. It has been like 3 months. That's why I'm a little bit in my head about what I want to do for next year. I don't know if I want to do a goal like I did this year with 50 items out of my collection, because I simply felt like I was focusing so much on what was almost done that there's so much other stuff in my collection that I haven't touched this year, and I feel guilty about it. So I want to do more about just utilizing everything I have, and if empties come, great, lovely, love that for me. But otherwise, like, knowing that I'm actually using all of the stuff that I have already, and giving it the love that it deserves. So that's all this time around. I did try to make this as short as possible, but there's a lot. I went through some things in the last couple of months, and this is how I cope. There's worse ways to cope, right? So that's it. That's all. That's everything. Have yourselves a wonderful day, week, month, year. Guys, 2025 is almost done. So, we're getting through. We're no matter what, we just keep trekking. It is what it is. And I will see you all next time.